But I just wanted to give you that backstory because what you're about to see is basically a room that was little by little put together for Ale. I don't know how we would have been able to afford what she has now. Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. I'm Jackie G and I am a special needs mommy to my 2-year-old daughter Alexandrea. And in this video, I will finally be showing you a room tour. Just FYI, I am planning on decluttering because there is a lot going on in there, you guys. It is crazy. I might even do a part 2. I don't know why this camera, it keeps getting lopsided. I don't know, you guys. I'm sorry, but it is what it is. Okay, before I begin, hit that subscribe button to follow our journey in finding grace. What, girl? Before I begin, hit that subscribe button to follow our journey in finding grace in the special life by Ale. And yeah, join the familia. And now if you guys are interested, then let's get started. I have to give you a quick background story on the room. We were in the hospital for a very long time, being that she was in the NICU for 8 months. And actually prior to having her, I was in the hospital for a little more than a month for pregnancy complications. We never got a chance to actually finish her nursery where we lived because Freddie and I used to live in our own home. I think I vlogged about it when we initially started to change my filming room. I had something totally different in mind in terms of decor and theme. We also didn't have a baby shower. There was just no time to even buy things that we needed for Ale because we just didn't know that this was going to happen. And because we refused to leave Ale by herself in the hospital, we weren't really home. We decided on about the 5th month of literally living in the hospital that we needed to move to my parents' house for 2 main reasons. One, since the house was pretty much abandoned, we decided to rent it out to generate another source of income because Freddie was the only one working and I was pretty much all day taking care of Ale in the hospital, making sure she was good. Under these circumstances, I just didn't see myself going back to work. And second, we knew that we were going to need my parents' help in terms of taking care of her because she just had a lot going on, and she still does. We decided to move to their house, which is here. At the time, we couldn't leave Ale by herself, and my amazing, beautiful family just packed up all of our stuff. Till this day, I still can't find some of my things because everything is stored in the basement, and little by little I've been finding things, but it's a struggle. But I just wanted to give you that backstory because what you're about to see is basically a room that was little by little put together for Ale. Not to say that I'm not incredibly grateful for what it is and for all that she has, because a lot of the furniture, including some of the toys and books, used to be my nephew's. Honestly, I don't know how we would have been able to afford what she has now. And that is why I feel incredibly blessed to have an amazing family who is supportive. 2 of the nurses that Ale had, they helped me so much in the very beginning with organizing all of the medical equipment in a way that made sense, because if you can imagine being a first-time mommy, let alone a special needs mom, you can imagine how overwhelmed I felt. With all of that said, here is the room tour. One more mention I forgot about is that the room that I do my intros and outros, the one with the pink walls, which is my room right now, that used to be Ale's original room here in my parents' house, but because of all of her medical equipment, it didn't fit in that small space, so we had to switch her over to my parents' second living room. At a glance from back here, like I mentioned before, there is a lot going on and every corner feels like this, which I feel a bit claustrophobic. That's why I need to declutter as soon as possible. Anyway, this is her crib with all of her dolls, which she does play with. You will notice that the head of the crib is inclined a bit for her respiratory issues. Above her crib, there are these 2 picture frames which hold artwork that her little cousin Rocco and his classmates made for us when Alexandrea was in the NICU. It's definitely something that I cherish the most because it made both Freddie and I smile during such a hard time. Kids are definitely the best. Her bookshelf is mostly filled with secondhand books as well as her art and craft stuff. You will see that I have everything sort of tucked away as best as possible in order to fit everything, like this laundry basket which I'm trying to hide behind the crib, but it does get in the way of her plugs and medicine pole. I also have her medical equipment as well as her fitted sheets and medical supplies underneath her crib. I feel like everything is on top of each other, which I know I need to fix somehow. In this next corner, we recently did buy this sectional which turns into a bed more for Freddie and I because we do sometimes sleep here when Ale doesn't have a night nurse. Above it is a picture frame which holds a picture of each of the first 12 months of Ale's life. Okay, so this is Ale's main dresser. It is also used as her medicine table where we draw up meds and store most of her medicine. Above this are two more picture frames that were left here from my parents' old second living room. This is one of the things that we did buy, and it is a dresser slash closet thing that I store Ale's dresses and more of her clothes and shoes. Besides this dresser is a chair where the nurses sit on, and next to it is a changing table which was never used as that. Instead, we store most of her medical supplies here and her bath stuff. On top of it, we have her calendar, which I can't live without. It tells me everything from when we have therapies or doctor's appointments, you name it. And above is our TV. In this last corner, we have her toy chest, which doesn't fit all of her toys. Some of it is actually hidden behind the toy chest and just stuffed around everywhere around this room. Also, we have more of her blankets here in these two baskets. These pink curtains we purchased mainly for the entrances of the room since this was a living room before and it has no doors, so these curtains work perfectly for that. And finally, the rug I also purchased mainly for Ale to roll around during PT, and I also wanted it to be a rug where no one steps on to keep clean for Ale, but everyone steps on it, at least without shoes, so it kind of defeats the purpose. Okay, alright you guys, hopefully you enjoyed that room tour. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment below, even if it's just to say hi if I can talk. I will see you guys on the next upcoming video next week. I'll see you guys.